Bring more weapons of mass destruction so that we can go and drop the bombs in their homes, so that we can disperse propaganda leaflets in their communities to turn their minds against their own leaders, so that we can implement blockade, land, air, and sea to stop food supply, and implement another Ruga in another form by not allowing anything to come in so that they will all perish. If these our leaders had the opportunity we have today, the case would have been different. So their memory lives on forever, and we salute them. Then we come down to our leaders that are in prison, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and even Wazirike, that also rekindled the fire of Biafra. We salute all of you for your sacrifices, because if all of you there did not do one or two things, we wouldn't have been awoken from the 67 to 70s genocidal memories and what we have to do. You are all important in your different ways. The sacrifices you've all laid, the templates, and the step-by-step input that you've put in to this day. You're all in prison today. They may turn, after you have been in prison, to start reading your personal life. It is not your personal life or offenses that took you to prison. It is Biafra that took you to prison before they decided to open any other thing that has to do with your personal life to add into it. So we salute all of you in prison, and we continue and promise to move on with that which you guys were sent to prison. The Biafra restoration and recognition, liberation. We promise to continue. We are not backing down, not in any form. No matter all sabotages that are coming, we are not backing down. That is why freedom is made for the strong-minded, not for the fickle-minded. Many that started with our leaders in prison, many of them have gone to sit on the fence now. There are those that didn't even start with them, that have even come in to be more brutal than those that claim to have started with them who are on the fence. So it is not when you started or how long you joined, but what you can bring to the table with your own time and availability in the pace of things. And those that are standing today under BRGI, BDF, de facto in the homeland, they are promised to continue. We salute Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and we salute our active PM. Later on today, the BRGI cabinet with the active PM will be live on air to address Biafra. So please don't miss our teaching, so that you know the changes that we are making and you understand our way forward. If we had sat down and folded our arms, we wouldn't have gone and achieved this far since our leaders were in prison. We salute our APM for your work. Who don't know what you're doing and what you sacrifice, those are idiots. Yes, that is the best terminology to describe them. They are idiots because they don't care what would have happened to our babies, women, and children since after our leaders were all in prison. They don't care what would have happened to Biafra. They don't care if the mind behind the imprisonment of our leaders were to make sure all of us go back to sleep. Some go to the bush, some go back to business, some go back and embrace one Nigeria, some go back and do their normal life while they will say, I am tired. Or, oh, now they have imprisoned our leaders, so there is no more hope for Biafra. Let me go and die now. Oh, let me go and continue to shout one Nigeria, the day I die, I die. They were in prison for a reason, so that we will all abandon the cause of Biafra and then go back to our normal lives, just like many people are doing. And we thank God that God gave us the active PM today, who is holding the line, and his entire cabinet. The BDF, we are grateful to you all, because without you all this bombing and massacre and killing and kidnapping in northern Nigeria, Middle Belt, now they have given a notice of invasion to Oyo State and other Yoruba lands. All this would have been happening in Biafra land without the existence of the BDF. You guys rock. They said, Nigerian government said they have killed all of you. They even gave a press briefing and said they have killed Otuso, they have killed Jirajento, they have killed Archangel Michael, they have killed this one, they have... Hey! They gave live press briefing and we continue to laugh at them. If you have killed all those our BDF, why are we not saying those your terrorists ravaging our community now? Let them cross over now, let us see. So, it is our BDF that are giving you guys the woto. But since you love propaganda, you can dwell in propaganda and do it for eternity. It is your custom. It is your second name, Nigeria. Propaganda, blackmail and slander, lies. So good for them. So our BDF, we are very grateful to you all and continue to do your work. While we implore all Biafrans to turn in their support financially. Financially, because we need it now more than ever. And to all Biafrans that are donating in their ways and manners, God bless all of you, and may God of Biafra replenish your pocket. There are many of you that do what others don't know in the secret. The same way you do it in the secret, God of Biafra will bless you, and the secret good that you did will bring public blessings, that your hands and pockets will continue to multiply. More open doors and breakthroughs for you so that you will have more to donate to support the cause of Biafra. Thank you all so much. Yes, you're all welcome to this very day, because if you are not doing anything useful, you will not have opposition. If you're not doing anything useful, nobody will attack you. If you're not doing anything useful that is touching the balls of the enemies, oh, you are useless to the market. Your mind, your matter, they're not going to talk about. When they are mentioning people, they will not mention you because you're useless. You're not affecting lives. You're not causing trouble. Huh. So, BRGI has caused series of trouble for Nigeria. BDF has caused series of trouble for Nigeria. Biafrans have caused series of trouble for Nigeria. I want to remind all of you that when you see that Nigeria, knowing too well that the people that kill and slaughter and cut heads of babies are the jihadist terrorists, then they will rather release them and pay them again. But they decide to do what? To jail Biafra. To decide death sentence and hanging to death and life imprisonment to Biafra. I want you all to know that it is because they understand that you are the real enemy to them. Because you have hated them very hard. Because you are the one that started exposing this terrorist in conquest plan all the way from 2012 when Mazin Amdekano started. It is the same thing that happened in 66 that culminated into the genocidal war. You understood, you spoke up against the genocide, the jihad that was taking everybody's life. So it is because you are always the ones that want to open their yash. So you don't expect them to treat you with kid gloves. You need to be ready to wear iron boots. I don't mean rain boot, to wear iron boots. Don't say if you wear rain boot go there rubber or plastic. But when you hear of iron boots, it means it will even resist fire. Except that fire go burn, reach the melting point before it go fit dissolve that metal. Before that happens, You go know say they go need series of burning. Finance burning, no be burning. You know go light gas, carry the iron go dey do on top the fire. Na burning furnace na you go put the metal before. So every Biafran should get iron boot, wear it as headgear, wear it as footwear, so that wear it as a jacket as well, so that you will be ready to face what is coming. Nigerian terrorist government, after we have given them so much woto, after saying that we just renewed the contract of BRGI, the contract of Biafran people with our God sent Elias and his new firm, and still in collaboration with Moral Global Strategies, and also Attorney Dabiri. Oh, heaven got loose. Heaven got loose because the plan was that they would destroy the relationship of Moral Global Strategies, Madison, new company of Elias, and Attorney Dabiri, the different people. These were the plans they had. Having recorded so much of success in 2025, just within 5 months, in 2026, as they just saw that the press release was out and they are having stomach ache, they come to unveil $9 million. $9 million lobbying campaign is not to lobby and get weapons to destroy Boko Haram terrorism. $9 million lobbying campaign is not to lobby to get good life for Nigerian people. $9 million lobbying campaign is not to lobby to get power supply to Nigerian people or to develop Nigeria. Mbano. The $9 million lobbying is to come against Biafra. Is to come and lie that there is no religious persecution in Nigeria, that there is no Christian genocide, that Biafran people cannot walk away and get recognition from America, that our lobbying campaign will not go through, that our engagement in Washington, D.C. will not go through, that everything we put on the table about Biafra will not go through, that more bombings will not come to their terrorists. Hey! Oh my God! $9 million lobbying is not to eliminate the terrorists that woke up a day before yesterday and evacuated people in Sokoto community, where Sultan of Sokoto is still there in that Sokoto. But the terrorist leader has issued evacuation memo to the people of Sokoto to evacuate, and they are all running out. But you don't hear that Sultan of Sokoto is also running out. And you don't hear that he's coming to say anything. After his terrorist camp was bombed on the 25th, till today, has Sultan of Sokoto said anything about his terrorist children and brothers that were bombed? You've not heard anything. But what have they done? They are coming to lobby the same US citizens, the same US lawmakers, which they said they were lying. Even as they came to Nigeria to come and do investigative journalism, they came to the epic center, they do groundwork, they saw first-hand information of people in IDP camps. Who sent them to IDP camps? Dear friends, lobbying of Nigeria just to come and lie to American government is what I don't seem to understand about the Nigerian people. Your communities are being invaded every day. Terrorists have issued memo to take over Oyo State on the 20th. Terrorists have already evacuated many of you from Sokoto community. Is $9 million not enough to acquire good weapons and bomb the terrorists that are in Sokoto and bomb the terrorists that are planning to invade Oyo State and bomb the terrorists that are fully in charge of Borno State? Oh my God. These people think that the American government are not well informed. American government are well informed of everything and they have it in their palms. But Biafran people need to understand that if after our leaders were imprisoned, we all allow the sabotaging groups to wake up and destroy everything, which report card would we have given to Biafran people now? What would Nigerian government have read before they will now see the result and the handiwork of BRGI to now go and spend $9 million to lobby to come and lie to counter the effort of BRGI? I want everybody to go and look the publication of this $9 million. Did you see where they call accountability group of Ema and accountability group of Ngozi to say that they are the lobbies that they are working with, that they are going after to counter the narrative? Please, if anybody say, let me know. We want to say, we want to read it. They specifically quoted that this is coming to counter Madison lobbying firm of Elias, who is the one leading BRGIA. So they did not go for those that do not have profile. They did not go for those that do not have results. They came for those that have gotten results. They came for those that have gotten results, and the result is speaking. Is it our leaders that are in prison that we're able to have to make this result? Can our leaders in prison be in prison and make this result to come through? If we did not have active prime minister in office, if we did not have working cabinet, we forget this result. Now that they are dragging us up and down and they are getting a higher paid criminals of $9 million, are they getting it to go and fight our leaders in prison? No. They are getting it to fight we and our results that we have put on the table here now. You see why those foolish people that say they want to sit down and wait for our leaders to give them orders from prison. I wonder how our leaders would have given you order from prison to be lobbying. And then Nigeria will be on their own now saying they are getting these lobbies to counter your leader in prison. When they have already put your leader in prison, how can your leader be the one to be doing something from prison? Hi, this Yochi. This Yochi. Hey! This Yochi. This Yochi. Are they dragging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name now or dragging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from prison? Are they dragging Mazi Simon Ekpa now from prison? No! Because they know that you know what to do. So it is you. It is you that is here now that is actually giving them trouble. That's why they are coming after you. So if we all went to sleep, if If we all folded our arms and we did not do anything, if we did not continue, if we waited for our leaders in prison to be the ones to act and to give us orders, that means we will not make any headway, we will not make any result. But today, oh my God, you are seeing the cry of Nigeria. We want them to know that their $9 million lobbying campaign cannot and will not stop the next bombing that is coming to their terrorists. The next bombing of their terrorists may not even be in Sokoto. It may be in another place. They should get the message very well. They are jubilating that America is giving them some drones which they want to use to coordinate and watch what they are doing. And they are jubilating. Oh my God. America gave you drones so that you can use, and then they want to watch and see what you're going to use it to do. You're clapping for yourself. Oh my God. Jay, Nigerian government, Tinubu, and all your people. We never see Mumu wedding like we now. Spending $9 million just to come and lie and tell America, no, there is no Boko Haram terrorist. No, there is no jihadist terrorist. They are not killing people. And Biafran people are lying. There is no Boko Haram. But the Boko Haram terrorist is kidnapping and killing people every day. Even Nigerian army confess that the Boko Haram terrorists that you people put inside their military formations are actually sabotaging them, leaking their information out. And they are on the losing end because before they even decide to go for operations, the terrorists that you people put inside their military formations have leaked out every information and plans that they need to execute. They hand over the information to their fellow Boko Haram that are outside. So I don't seem to understand what people are spending $9 million for. To Biafran people, you need to understand that if you were donating 100 ejema, that it is time to bring 1,000. If you're donating 50, it is time to bring 200. If you were donating something very small before, it is time to double. Because those you're fighting understand the effectiveness of what you're doing. You may be seeing your numbers to be few, but your impact is not rated with your few numbers. Your impact is rated with the momentum that you carry when the result comes out. Is there Christian genocide? Yes. The religious persecution in Nigeria, is it still happening? Yes. Is Solomon Zidane sentenced to death by hanging by Nigerian court? Yes. What was his crime? Solomon defended his family and his community against the Boko Haram terrorists that came to kill and rape their women and children and cut off heads. He stood as a man, defended them. After defending them, he successfully eliminated that terrorism. The Nigerian government now say Solomon must be hanged to death for eliminating a terrorist that came to rape their women and children and to kill all of them. So Solomon and his people should have folded their arms and allowed the terrorists to eliminate them all. Is that not Nigerian government aiding and abetting the terrorists? Is that not jihad happening? That is why they instituted the Sharia and jihad into the Nigerian constitution, so that it will give them the backing to pronounce judgment against you. Because it is a calculated conquest plan which must happen. So, Biafran people and all those listening to us, you have a lot to do. Get ready for your protest. Because what is happening in Iran took time to pile up to that very stage. It took time to pile up to that very stage because some people were not taking it serious until they went that far. That is why now to come and break that cage, they need to do a lot of sacrifices. And those sacrifices they have to do is all those that have been killed now in the protest of over 2 weeks that is going. Report is given that over 12,000 people have been killed. You can as well take that and even more because when a country shut down power supply, shut down internet, how do they expect people to get the accurate information? Because they don't want you to get the transmission of what is happening. So they decide to shut down everything because they tend to cut the transmission of the media coverage so that there will be no transparency, so that people will not know what is happening. So Nigerian people, Biafran people, get ready to hit the streets. What is happening in Iran has drawn the attention of America to interfere. The same thing that is happening there, you have to cause the same problem in Nigeria. Make the noise. You need to activate that plume in Nigeria. Nigeria is already on the red list. It has been designated as a country of particular concern on international red list. It's a country that persecutes Christians. It's a country that kills babies, women, and children. It's a country that sponsors the Boko Haram terrorists to invade communities. Look at what happened in Ekpoma. Students protested against Fulani terrorists that killed their babies, killed their sisters, raped their mothers and sisters. And then the youth decided to protest. What happened? The governor now ordered that the youth should be arrested and locked up. And then they shot one to death at the spot. Is that what should be happening? Is that what you had expected? Is that aiding and abetting them? Yes.
We can hear our information minister.
Then I carry the mic. I'm coming.
Okay. You want something to be there. It says no, Tito, 72. Okay, we are many here. You know, Nigeria is a death trap. They kill babies, they kill children, they kill women daily, on daily basis. So it's time for Nigerians, and they want Nigerians. It's time for you now to wake up, rise up. You understand? If you want your life back from Fulani terrorist Islamic Nigeria government, this is the time for you to tell the world you are tired of Islamic Fulani Nigeria government. This is the time. Now you have somebody that understands who is the leader of the free world. That said enough is enough of somebody chopping off somebody's head in the name of Allah. Everybody is tired. Iran, that used to be an Islamic country, as of today, they are sick and they are tired. It didn't even stop the terrorist Islamic Iranian government. They are killing their people, yet people are coming out because that's the only way out. I'm sure it will be more of women out there. Because with this, their Islam, women does not have any future. Their women don't go to paradise. Do your research, find out what is the reward of their women. Nothing. I'm sure a lot of women are out there protesting in Iran. And I wanted to tell only one Nigerian. With Iranian experience, won't you use it and learn a lesson? A particular religion people are running away from. They'll do themselves videos, remove hijab in front of everybody. and spit on Islam, spit on Quran, and free themselves. How come you in the one Nigeria, you're embracing what others are running away from? That's an error. It's an error. And then imagine we, Biafrans, God forbid, God forbid, God forbid it. Islam is for Arabs. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's for Arabs. Islam is a way of life for Arabs. It's a religion for Arabs. It's a culture for Arabs. It's a language for Arabs. No wonder. Even when you get yourself entangled with it, they will always forever segregate you. You for always forever be their slaves. Then what is the essence? Ask yourself. Have a meeting with yourselves, Nigerians. Ask yourself, what's the essence of this? What's the essence of this religion or cult? You know, I call it a cult because a cult is a society organization you belong, and when you want to go, they won't allow you to go. You enter and you want to go, it will take your life. It's only a cult that does that. And Islam does that. So it's a cult. Permit me to call it a cult. An Arabian cult. It's not a Nigerian cult. It's not Hausa cult. In fact, last time we saw Hausa girl lamenting, a Muslim lamenting. Is it that they wrote in Quran that Fulani should kill all of us? She said. Hausa Muslim girl said it and was lamenting and crying. How come these people they accepted as their brothers, accepted as the religion they wanted, are not turning around and killing them one after the other? It's an error, my dear. Islam is not for you, Nigerians. Islam is not for you, Biafrans. You accept it, it's like using your leg and hands and walking into your slavery, deeper slavery. You have been on slavery, but now, deeper one. Because it will also take away your soul. So, Nigerians, rise up. Biafrans, rise up. This is the time. You want to protest? You know, we've been holding you, don't protest, sit at home. This time, go out, protest. Because Abraham Nana for now, now you have the window and the opportunity and the door. Yes. Opportunity comes but once. Don't miss it. Because if not so, it will take our generation, maybe you ask Iranians, it will take us maybe another 100 years for our children to begin to understand that there's a difference between Fulani and Biafran, difference between Fulani and Hausa, or difference between Fulani and Yoruba, because they are hurriedly marrying all of you. Changing your name, changing your religion, changing your culture. This is how yesterday I saw a Biafran lady, a young lady wearing Ishiago. Who born you? How can you be wearing Ishiago? That's not our culture. Ishiago is for men. Or for an older lady that have entered menopause. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We have our tradition. Don't allow Islam to take away our traditions. Please. Don't allow them. That was how yesterday Rabu Fulani told you that they serve her cola. What did you say? Serve you cola? It's not like you are in the gathering of People's Club of Nigeria. No, you are in the gathering of Biafrans in the Igbo. And you are saying that you woman, you are saying that you are supposed to collect cola. Excuse you, that is not our culture. Fulani is creeping into our culture. Fulani is creeping into our land. And we must resist it. They are coming in different forms and directions and systems. They are approaching us also in with different methods. And we must fight back also with different methods. Enough is enough of this Islamization through the genetic intermix breed in our land. This Christmas, we saw some of the genetic intermix breed. Bought rice. And I'm telling our people to come and collect rice. So our Biafran people have become Babiala. All of them online, carrying plates. My own, my own, my own. This is not our culture, ladies and gentlemen. Igbos, Biafrans, this is not our culture. We are not beggars. We don't do Babiala. It's Fulani Islam that does Babiala. We don't do it. When you are a rich man, you came back from abroad, wherever you're working, and you want to thank God and bless the poor around you, what do? You go to their different houses and bless them. You can also teach them how to fish. I mean, you can even teach them trades. And maybe under 4 years, you send the boy free with his own trade. And the boy will go and help another, and help another, and help another. This is our people. This is our culture. Don't allow a Fulani Islamic agenda and their caliphate and their manipulations to overrun us, to swallow us up. Please, before we get to the topic, whilst we wait for our information minister, don't. You are a Biafran. You are not an Arab. And therefore, you can't be a Muslim. It has been Islam creating this whole problem. It has been Islam that made the 1967 war. It has been Islam problem. That war there in 1967, it was as a result of Islam killing non-Islam. They said it's a coup d'etat from Igbo. No, the truth is that it has been Islam. Did it stop? No. Till then, till today, Islam have not stopped killing Nigerians. In fact, now they have emboldened that to the extent that the vice president of Nigeria is the co-founder of Boko Haram. They now have Islam ticket. Muslim ticket, where the president is a Muslim, the vice president is the founder, is also a Muslim and founder or co-founder of Boko Haram, the number one deadliest terrorist organization, Islamic terrorist organization. Abba. That's an error. So we Biafrans will continue to say, let's continue to manage. Let's manage. Stella, why you're saying this is that you didn't see 1967 war. Anyway, bad news for you. I was born in 1967. Children around me, like my mother said, we are dying of kwashiorkor. You understand? But we can't continue to do the same thing and experience a change. It's not possible. Jihad do not stop. They have refused to stop. They were scattered, their headquarters were touched last month. Today, as I speak, they are still encroaching and causing confusion and deception and the killing and the evacuation. This is what they are causing in the land. So they can't stop. So the only way forward and the only way out is for we Biafrans to exit Nigeria, to remove all the traces of terrorist Fulani Islamic Nigeria government out of Biafra land, so we can be free and be a new nation, a different nation, where we can worship Chukwu Okike Abiyama without fears, without anybody chopping off our heads and necks. This is the only way forward, ladies and gentlemen. So stop telling me that you didn't see this war. If you saw this war, you won't be saying this. But the war have not stopped, brother. The war have not stopped, sister. From 1967 till date, Nigeria Fulani terrorist Islamic government have killed well over 20 million Biafrans. Only Biafrans. From the so-called Eastern Nigeria, they have wiped out well over 20 million. So when will we say enough is enough of this killing? Remove this your mentality. Can you now patch? But in a patch, your nail leak. You continue to patch, but it's leaking and leaking and leaking. And soon your life will also be put inside it. Biafrans, let's rise up. Join hands together. Fund our liberation. Fund our recognition. We have heard what terrorist Islamic Nigeria Fulani government are doing. Like, are they competing? In fact, that has been what they've been doing. That is why what we are doing have never penetrated Washington, D.C., except for now. We've been patching, and Nigeria have been licking it. They will double cross us and go ahead of us and enter anywhere enterable with our own oil money and gas money, destabilize and disorganize what we're doing. But thank God for now, they have failed. They are failing. They have failed and they are failing. So this is for us to shine. This is time for us to be alive. This is time for us to do something. This is time for us to defend ourselves. This is time for us to liberate our land. This is time for us to have freedom. This is time for us to have our own nation. Look around. You see Somalia of yesterday. The same lobbies we have is the same lobbies that is doing for them. They are being recognized. How about me and you? You know, sometimes you guys will say, when you think about the little mansion you have built, and you say, who knows now, when this fight continues now, they'll pull down my mansion. I see this, my limousine, I just managed to buy. You are afraid of starting all over. You are in a physical world, and change, you can't stop change. Biafrans. Let's start all over and start it on a clean slate and make life better for us and our children and our children's children and our children's children. Biafrans. Stop looking at the genetic intermixed breeds. Stop looking at the Yorubas. Stop looking at the Hausas and the Middle Belt. There's another thing entirely. There's another situation entirely. But you see, we have another situation entirely at hand. Chukwu Okike Abiyama have told us to go home. Go home, Biafrans, go home. There will be a time when you staying abroad, it will be very, very, very dangerous for you. Because you see, all these Fulanis now, they have dark Fulani, they have fair Fulani, and they are committing nuisance even outside Nigeria, outside Biafra, abroad, in the Western world, even in America. They are creating and causing nuisance. There will be a time when me and you, it will be dangerous for me and you to still stay abroad because they see all of us as one and the same. Will you have time to go and tell them, please don't kill me, I am not Arab. Please don't kill me, I'm not a Muslim. God have told us through the mouth of Onyendu to go home. That is where he will protect all of us. In the days coming, go home, Biafrans. That is where all of us will be protected. What are you doing as a Biafran? As Igbo man in Alaba International, what are you doing? As Igbo man in Juelegba Electronics, what are you doing? Okokomaiko, as Igbo man trading there, how are you supporting your freedom? Go and watch Mazen Nanda Kanu, different speech. It is a prophecy for you. And it will guide you. It will lead you. And you will see hope. A lot of you, Biafrans, you have lost hope already. You have lost how we're going to do it. You continue to say, let's be patching. Let's be managing. Let's be managing. No, my dear. You can't continue to manage and things will be okay. If not so, you have become selfish. How about the children you're living in this world? Would they also end up in their own children? What are you telling your own children? Biafrans. You continue to tell your children, let's be managing. I used to hear it from my mother's mouth. Now she's no more, I am here, and I'm still managing. And you want me to give it to my children too? No, let's be managing. No, I'm tired of this kind of managing. Let's do something, believing that God will be on our side and we will get it right. We are not supposed to be afraid of starting all over. I'm telling you, it will be a better Biafra. It will be a better nation for you than now. Now the terrorist Islamic Nigeria government that do not care about you. No road, no pipe on water, no 24 hours electricity. Tell me no job. Nothing coming from the government. So why are you hanging on? Why are you hooking still on Nigeria? Nigeria have deluded you. Nigeria hates you with passion. Nigeria killed you. Nigeria has happened to all of you, one way or the other. It has also happened to me. Look at yesterday, Chimamanda. Nigeria has also happened to her. Look at the boxer. Nigeria also have happened. Oh my God, Nigeria is happening to everybody. But when will you rise up together and say enough is enough? I told you, this is the time for you to protest. You want to tell the world you're sick and tired? Show it to the world. Because you see, nobody wants to do mistake. I bet you Trump do not want to do any mistake on me and you. He wants to make sure that you really want to free yourselves. Iran is showing the world that they want to free themselves from Islam. Nigeria, do you want to free yourselves from Islam? Do you? Biafrans, do you want to free yourselves from Islam? Show it. This is the time you go on protest. You know, before we used to tell you, sit down. No, this is the time. Because the nations, they want to make sure that this is exactly what you want. You see, just little move America did yesterday. Some people say, America is coming to take our mineral resources. America is coming to... Okay, so this is the time for you to now... America is now waiting for you to move. Do you want your freedom from this Islamic terrorist, jihadist Nigeria government? Do you want to show it? And the only way to show it is for you to demonstrate, protest. All of you should be on the street to protest that you don't want Islam. Because when you're coming out because you don't want Islam. Nigeria has become an Islamic state. And they are using Sharia law. Already 18 states in Nigeria have started using Sharia law, or 16 have started using Sharia law. And they are working so hard to bring it down to other states. So, if this is what you don't want, tell your government. Protest against your government and let them understand that you don't want Islam, that you don't want to be governed with Sharia law. In Sharia law, only you failing a traffic light, the penalty is to chop off one of your finger. That's the penalty. In Sharia law, an old man with white beard can marry a little, that's your pretty daughter of 3 years. An old man with white beards can marry that your 3 years or 6 years old daughter. To them, it's normal. Understand it though, so that you know what you are up against. Is this what you want, Nigerians? Is this what you want, Biafrans? And so if it's not what you want, go and protest and tell your government that this is not what you want. Tell the world that this is not what you want. Because you see, for me and my household, for me and my brothers and sisters, even here in this space, for me and Biafra Republic government in exile, we have denounced Islam. We have said no to Islamization. We have said no to Fulanization. And we have said no to Nigerianization. So if you are there as a one Nigeria and you're still patching and patching and patching, in fact, some are not even patching. Some have become the only blind man or the only one-eyed man that is ruling in a whole community of blind men. You have one eye and you're ruling a whole community, but they're all blind. And this is what they want. And so at the end of every year, what do? All the blind men will fall in line with their plate in front of the one-eyed man. Babi Allah, give us a plate of rice, give us a plate of noodle, give us a plate of gari, a plate of, or even, I saw yesterday, I also saw a bottle of oil. What is that? Is this the kind of life you want? I mean, Your mother carrying you 9 months and delivering you only for you to open your eyes to find this kind of world. Excuse you. If this is what our world is all about, we can, I can easily walk back. Oh. We can walk back. Have you seen this? There's this is it advert or program AI? They in a little baby. They did a little baby where the baby is walking, and then the nurse will now, baby, where are you going to? No, listen, the baby will say, no, listen, I didn't plan for this. Already I've come out and my father is poor, my mother is poor, they can't even take care of me. I'm going back. Doctor, take me back. Look at it. If this world is all about me waking up only for every morning or every end of the year or middle of the year, I'll carry my plate and fall in line in front of the house of Kubana chief priest, and he will now give me a bag of rice or a plate of rice, a plate of noodle, a plate of gari, a bottle of oil. Thank you, and then you go back. After all, tomorrow, very soon now, he'll come and tell you, vote for me. You still vote. Is this what life is all about? This is what I don't know. It has gotten to a stage where we Biafrans, even one Nigerians, you can sit down and have a meeting with yourself, for yourself, and ask yourself, where are you going to? It's not enough doing video. I saw a boy doing video to himself where he was sitting down in one dilapidated house. You understand? One old house that will soon fall on top of him. And showed where he hung his trouser and shirt and doing himself video and crying. Is this what hell? I'm so poor. Is this what life is all about? God help you. God help you. He did himself. I said, you see. Very soon now, he'll go and hang himself. Guys, if you are not careful these days, your children, God forbid, and our children will now begin to do suicide. What do you call it? Suicide, no? Killing themselves. Because of they can't bear it anymore. Is this what we want? That we'll get to the stage where our children now will be killing and hanging themselves because they can't carry on with this life? No. The only way forward is to bring all down and start all over again from the scratch. We give everybody plain, plain level, plain, everybody on the same level. Then you take off from there. Whoever that gets better, hallelujah. But it will be a plain field. Nobody is just like today. Now we are hearing that Dangote is the richest man in the whole world. Who dash monkey banana? He's not brilliant. What will happen? They will go and close this person's industry and give it to him. They will go and close this person's cement industry and push it to him. And you're telling me Dangote is the richest? No, he was favored by the government particular. He was picked out. That is not what we want. That is not what Biafra is bringing. Biafra is bringing a plain, how do I use this word? A plain field or leveled, where everybody will start from scratch. And then you begin to grow according to your talent, according to your own ability. Not somebody coming to call you and give you this or give you that. No. This is how Oyibos do it. And this is why almost all of them are humbled. You can see a minister enter inside the same bus with you without siren, without doing everybody here is humbled. A press man, a journalist can go to the office and speak with them. No, try and speak with any of the politicians in Nigeria government. This is what we don't want. So Biafrans, enough is enough of patch. I'm sick and tired of this. So no matter I'm a senior citizen already, but I'm thinking about my children and my children, your own children and your children. This is what you're supposed to be thinking about. Yesterday, Ghana or the Kenyan lady, we are advising Nigerians. Look at where she is, and she's advising us. I wish I can play that. But I'll soon send it to JT so that if you want later, you go and listen to it. See this lady's advice to Nigerians. All Nigerians want to chabute. Scam. That's why there are so much in scam. You see a little boy, didn't go to school, didn't learn any handwork. He goes to one herbalist and did okite. And before you know it, he's now throwing money like big boys are throwing money. A little boy, guys, did you see it yesterday? A little boy of highest 13 years or 12 years now went to party with other little kids like him. He started throwing money. He came in with a bag of money. It's not like he's the daughter or son of Dangote. I've never even seen Dangote throw money. But you see, these ones that don't have money down in Biafra land are flying money in the air. All these Fulani that are doing kidnap are collecting billions and millions and billions. Last time we saw it, they pack it inside the trucks and they did video. They were showing all of us to see. But you see them go to their party or their own and they are throwing it in the sky. But call me and you, when you are managed to get little change, you're throwing it in the air. And then you can imagine what you're teaching the younger ones. Now, a little boy of 12 years, I don't know what, I think he did okay though. I don't know what he did though. It's not like he's a son of Dangote. Went to a party with other little kids like him. He came in with a bag of money and was throwing it in the air. That's an error, my dear. This is what we don't want. And this is also one of the reasons why we are living terrorist Islamic Fulani Nigeria. This boy, we are throwing money in the air. Chewing bubble gum with one big chain on the neck. It's not like he's a musician or one artist. No. Ain't nobody from nowhere. So, Biafrans, rise up. Join. Let's join hands and fund our liberation and recognition. Ihe enwegwukwa n'isi o. Ihe enwegisikwa na ngaramara. Ka ịdị involved with ihe a na-eme o. Ụfọdụ ebidogo lụbanya wọlụ before nọkọta n'azụ. Don't regret it o. Bịakwa sonye n'ihe a na-eme o. Ọkwa ebe a ka ọ na-ahapụ no. Ọkwa ebe a jide isi mmiri o. Even the Nigeria government, I will come back and tell you the story. The topic will still get to the story. Whilst we wait for our information minister. Tati, I see your hand. You have the mic. Thank you. Tati Ville.
Yeah, Sister Stella, senior citizen, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that your great and wonderful submission. And before I make any comment on my submission regarding the X space today, I want to give the accolade that benefits the Biafran people. And then before I go ahead, please, if you know that you have not shared the space, please try and share the space. We have about 60 something people here on the space, so please share it so that people can be able to get the notification that we are live here today. This is Briggy Biafra community space, and then we are here with our information minister, the person of Honorable Sonny Akbarawa. Well, before I give our leaders their own accolade, I want to give the Biafran people the accolade that benefits them 100%. Because, when I came across this publication from the Nigerian terrorist government, just regarding the topic that we have here that says Tinubu 9 million to US lobbyists to lie in convincing US no terrorist in Nigeria. I think that's what our information minister wanted to put up here. But due to not much space in putting out the topic, that was why it ended in the no terrorist. When I came across the publication from the Nigerian terrorist government regarding this $9 million that the drug lord administration, the person of Tinubu, is spending to lobby in the United States of America regarding the obvious fact of the Christian genocide, and most especially the Biafran genocide, the Biafran Christian genocide that is happening. happening in that geopolitical zone in West Africa today. I felt so much more proud of myself, and and I gave myself a pat at the fact that yes, that whatever I have been doing with my fellow Biafrans, just like every one of you here on the space currently here, and those that were listening to the space later on, and I was so proud of myself. I was like, finally, the Nigerian terrorist government cannot be able to ignore or hide the fact that the Biafran Republic government in exile is really dealing with them diplomatically in the international community and international stage. They cannot hide it anymore. That is why they are now bringing it out to every one of you out there to see that, yes, they have brought out $9 million to lobby, to lie against the obvious fact of the Christian genocide that is happening in Nigeria today, and also to debunk the testimony of our acting Prime Minister. We should not forget that. We should not forget that, guys. After our acting Prime Minister gave that testimony to the Tom Lato's Human Rights Organization, which is shared by the Congressmen of Women of the United States of America, and all those things started coming up. Before we knew it, senators started speaking up regarding the Christian genocide, congressmen and women, up to the stage that even the President of the United States of America have to come out and designate Nigeria as a country of particular concern. We should not forget that, because I just want to, do some kind of revision to, to remember us how all these things started. And it's because of our mental toughness as a people. It's because of how we have fought so hard in making sure that the voices of the Biafran people are being heard in the international stage today. Something that our internal leader clamored for in the 1967 to 1970 genocidal war between the Biafran people and the Nigerian terrorist government. Something that our supreme leader, that is being unjustly jailed today in Nigeria, he was sentenced for life. He was unjustly sentenced for life. And he was one of the people, or one of the persons that have been advocating regarding this Christian genocide that is happening in Nigeria, that the whole world are now speaking about today. He was the one that started shouting on top of his voice that the Fulani Islamic jihadist terrorist governments are killing Christians. Because when we say Boko Haram, we say bandit, we say Lukarawa, we say Iswa, we say ISIS. So we are just like maybe giving the Nigerian terrorist government some kind of a breathing space. They are the one funding the organization. They own the organization. They own the branch of that organization that exists today in that contraction called Nigeria. They own it. They are the ones sponsoring it. They are the ones sponsoring it. Yeah, senior citizen, I'm trying to bring you up. I don't know why you keep going down. Yeah, I just brought you up again. Please, if there's anything, just let me know. If you are up already, let me know. Give me a thumbs up, please. Okay.
I'm okay now. Okay. Can you hear me? Because
I can hear you.
Knocking me out. I don't know.
Yeah. I noticed it, so that's why I wanted to, get the clarification from your side that you're up already. All right, then. Thank you. Thank you. So when we start saying they are the ones underneath, and today they are bringing out $9 million to counter the testimony of the Biafran Republic government in exile, a testimony that was given by the acting Prime Minister, His Excellency Honorable Gechukwu. to the congressmen and women of the United States of America. They are not bringing out this money to buy weapons, to protect the lives of its citizens. No. They want to debunk the obvious truth that Christians are being killed by these Islamic jihadists in Nigeria today. So they are not even interested in saving the lives of their citizens. They want to lie and cover it up that such Christian genocide is not happening. Which means that the Biafran people have been able to summon the Nigerian terror. You know, the Nigerian terrorist government have been feeling this whole high and mighty all these years. You know, they feel that they can do whatever they want to do to oppress the people, to oppress the Biafran people, to massacre the Biafran people without any repercussions. But today, they were all surprised and shocked that yes, the Biafran Republic government in exile have been able to flip that table in Washington, D.C. in exposing all the atrocities that they have been committing against humanity, because what we are fighting for here is humanity. We are not fighting that maybe because we hate anybody. We are not fighting because we don't want. We are fighting because we want to save our lives. We want to save humanity. And that is why every one of you out there that have been supporting the Biafra Republic government in exile, that have been supporting your freedom, that have been funding in making sure that the Nigerian terrorist government is being exposed today, you should be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself. Give yourself a pat at your back. We are winning the fight. You see what the Nigerian terrorist government just did? It shows that, yes, we are winning the fight. I get it from but I want this time around. They cannot hide it anymore. And if you watch throughout the publication, you will see that even some of these their media supporters, these their media bandits, they are treading softly on the publication because they are not feeling much comfortable. Go and look up, because I've been going over social media, most especially X. I've been seeing the response. And I've been watching to see the response of these their media bandits that are supporting these atrocities that the Nigerian terrorist government is committing against the Biafran Christians and also the Christians in Nigeria. I want to see their response, but I cannot be able to see most of them regarding, because they knew and they know that yes, that the Biafran people are now taking the upper hand. Even the so-called Abati, because I will not call it doctor, because even the so-called Abati in their so-called Arise News today, he foolishly even exposed the Nigerian terrorist government more when he was trying to do some kind of damage control. And he said, if the Biafran people can be able, if the United States of America can be able to hear the voice of the Biafran people, that the so-called Nigerian terrorist government also have the right to tell their own story. I'm going somewhere. Everybody should relax while we wait for our information minister to come back and continue with the topic that we have up here today. Our party foolishly and stupidly even exposed the Nigerian terrorist government when he was trying to do some kind of damage control. Now they have come to acknowledge that yes, that we the Biafran people is really doing something in Washington, D.C. These are the things every one of you out there needs to be picking point by point, to be understanding what our acting prime minister and our lobbyist and our lawyer is doing in Washington, D.C. Because Nigeria have this confidence that nobody can question whatever they do. But today, they have been forced to summon themselves. That please, oh, it's not like this, oh. They have been forced to summon themselves. But the American government and the congressmen and women are not stupid. They are not stupid. Because the truth and facts of the Christian genocide that is happening, it's very obvious. So they can spend all the money that they think they can be able to spend to lie against this obvious fact and truth of Christian genocide in Nigeria today. But one thing they should understand is as dead as they do, according to Mike Ezekome, the so-called son, that cannot change anything in the so-called contraption Nigeria. It is dead as dodo. This is what our internal leader clamored for. For the United States government to summon the government of Nigeria in 1967 to 1970. But they betrayed him. They sabotaged him. They also sabotaged our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and also sabotaged our prime minister. Until when our acting prime minister came on board, the Punisher, they now locked everywhere. And the saboteurs now started crying. They tried to turn the Biafran people against him. But people like you and I, we knew the truth. We stood our ground and we fought back that sabotage. Even those that say they don't need lobbies to get Biafra, they don't need this to get this, today they are trying to take credit from what the Biafran Republic government in exile, headed by Honorable Okechukwu Nkeri, have been able to achieve today. They are not coming out to claim that glory. Like as I always say, there's no problem. They are Biafrans, they can claim it. But they should understand one thing. That the only political entity that can be able to give us Biafra today is the Biafran Republic government in exile, which is headed by His Excellency Honorable Okechukwu Nkeri today. And our partners in Washington, D.C., Mazi Elias, who has been able to establish his own firm, Washington and Madison LLC, but still have a good relationship with Moran Global Strategies. When our information minister was, when he was addressing the topic here before he got them distracted, he said something that some people tried to put confusion, to destroy the reputation of our lobbyist, Mazi Elias, with the Moran Global Strategies. But because he's a genuine man that knows his job, he's a genuine man that have love for the people of Biafra, he's a genuine man that have love for humanity, they couldn't destroy his reputation with Moran Global Strategies. Those are the people that every force, every one of you out there that called yourself a Biafran, whether you are in the defunct DOS, whether you are anywhere that you are, in any organization that you are, any illegal organization that you are, now is the time for you to recognize the Biafran Republic government in exile and understand that the only leader that you have today is the only man that is fighting in Washington, D.C. And we all know the only man that is fighting in Washington, D.C. is no other person than His Excellency, Honorable Gejikun. Every other or any other entity or any other person out there, their names are not being mentioned in Washington, D.C. today. But the only name that is being mentioned is Honorable Ogechukwu Nkelu. Every one of you just need to understand this fact. It's undebatable because it has established itself in the book of history. And the only way you can be remembered by posterity is for you to support him and support what the Biafra Republic government in exile is doing. Now is the time for you to come out from that place that you are and join the moving train, where the real technocrats are. You know, sometimes our information minister is back, but sir, please let me just make this statement. You know, the breakaway group, the accountability group, they will say they are the technocrats, they are this and that. But today, their names are not being mentioned anyway. But the people that their names are being mentioned all over the world today regarding the Christian genocide in Nigeria is the Biafra Republic government in exile, which is you and I. And our doors are open for every one of you out there still sitting on the fence to come in and join what we are doing so we can be able to get this freedom as soon as possible. Now that the window is open and the American government are now open to do what? To fight and liberate any persons or people that are willing to come out from that shackles of slavery that they have been, they have been in for years, for decades, and for centuries. And I believe now is the time for us to get Biafra. If we miss it now, it will take us so many years ahead to get it again. So thank you very much, Information Minister. You can have the mic, sir.
Thank you, Machineke. Thank you so much. And to my ministers in the house, all of you, I salute you. Ministers of the media, I salute you. I can see our original COS and many other ministers of the BRJ in the house. I salute you all. Biafran people should understand that it is not our leaders that are inside prison now that are doing what is happening now, or that are causing Nigeria the trouble now, or that are creating the effect and the impact now. It is you and I that are here now that are creating the effect and causing the impact and causing Nigeria more trouble now. When we said BRJ henceforth not taking orders or instructions or guidance from our leaders in prison, many of you were against us. You did not understand because some of you are fools. Yes, you have brain, but your brain's cells are all dead. Because if it were to be our leaders that are in prison that should be doing what we are doing now or making it happen, the pressure that they are undergoing inside prison will not allow them. How do you expect that our leaders in prison will now be in prison and be fighting for you from Washington, D.C.? They'll be in prison and be fighting for you from the defense in the homeland. They'll be in prison and then be the one to be having meeting with the lawmakers in America and be having meeting with the defense council to decide what to do and what not to do. Please, some people need brain surgery. Yes. Some of you need brain surgery. Oh. I'm telling you, you need brain surgery. And that brain surgery needs to be done ASAP. Go and line up if you want to go to Honorable Fulani Hospital, the psychiatric hospital. Go there so that, damn, down the here. Just survive. So that if Honorable Fulani can infect your brain, at least for you to be on a sick bed of psychiatric hospital, I think it could even better pass. You say your brain they okay, but it can't reason well. Then person wait there for psychiatric hospital, in brain walk past your own. To maybe try to go to Honorable Fulani Hospital. Maybe she can help you. Hmm? Like I said before, is it our leaders that are being dragged about now? Are they the ones getting the effect from inside prison? No. It is you that is here that need to do it. Biafra that are here need to do it. BRJ that are here need to do it. The active PM here need to do it. The cabinet here needs to do it. All Biafrans that are free are the ones to do it. They're the ones to make decisions and to give the orders and to lead and to decide what to happen. But our leaders in chains cannot be the one to do it. What we are doing now is to shake Nigeria, to shake the European Commission. You can see that European Commission are feeling the heat of American sanctions indirectly in a very systematic manner. They're not making us about it. When the sanctions hit one of their partners, they are feeling the repercussion. When it hits one of their partners, they are feeling the repercussion. Everything is going back to how did Mazen Namdekano get to prison? Who took him to prison and what happened and how did you kidnap him and why did you kidnap him? But if you ask them, are we dealing with you? They cannot open their mouth and talk, but they know where their problem is coming from. They know. Are they calling the names of those that have been working so hard to destroy what we've been doing? No. It is you that is here that don't make noise too much, but only your result is speaking out that they are coming after. Because they know who is causing them the problem. They know that it is Nkere and BRGI and Elias and David that is causing them the problem. Go and read that communication. They are quoting the memo of BRGIE of renewing our contract with Elias law firm and Attorney Dabiri law firm. That is what they are quoting. They say in order to counter and to come and lie to American government and to deceive them that all that we've been doing has been working against them and they are seeing the result. For them to come and, did they say they want to come and counter Honorable Fulani? Or did they say they want to come and counter Eman Dioshi? Or Eman Libe? Did they say they want to come and counter DOS? Or did they say they want to come and counter Kanun Takano? No, you saw it very clear now. The name there in quote is Nkere, Okechukwu Nkere, the active Prime Minister of BRGI. The name there is Elias Gerasolus, law firm. The name there is Amen Dabiri, law firm. Who are those working with them? Who renew contract with Amen Dabiri? Who renew contract with Elias law firm? Who renew contract with them? Some of you that thought that BRGI is going to fail, or that BRGI will not be able to go forward or achieve anything without your madness. Have you seen how far BRGI is going? Even as some of you are still wallowing in your stupidity, have you seen how far BRGI is going? Is it not time for you to come back from the toilet that you went to perceive some poo that is smelling, because the poo we went to perceive inside the toilet, it didn't only damage your brain. Is it not time you come back from that toilet? Is it not time you come out from that toilet so that you can be able to breathe better air? So that your brain will work well, and then you will know that, oh, it is BRGI that is doing something. Every other thing that is happening here is this a charade, it is a mirage. The only one that is working is BRGI. Biafran people, we need your money now more than ever. You have to come and support BRGIE now than ever. If you were not supporting before, it is time you come now. Keep your ego and pride aside. Keep your hatred and selfishness aside. This is not BRGIE of Sonny or Unkere or Simon or Nnamdi Kanu. No. It is not BRGIE of Mr. Snow or Toti B or Betty or Eunice or Emeka or Stella. No. Or Titus or Veteran Dragon or James. It is BRGIE for the Biafra people. It is for every Biafran. Keep your personal hatred against Sonny aside. Keep your stupidity aside. Keep your idiosyncrasy aside, because it has not taken you to anywhere. Rather, it has stopped you one place. For the entire 2025, you have only been displaying your stupidity in the media. Every day, everybody will open social media, they see that you are shouting. The only thing you're shouting is Sonny Nkere, Elias, Sonny Nkere, Elias, success. Sonny Nkere, Elias, success. And you shouted like that from the beginning of 2025 to the end of 2025. Nothing you achieved, nothing to show for. But those people, you shouted their names and made them your topic in every of your utterances. They have produced series of results that you cannot match. Today, Nigerian government is still coming out to tell you that these people are the ones causing their problem. And because they announce renewal of their contract with the lobbying firm of Elias, and I'm in a very lobbying firm, because they saw it and they see that we are not backing down, that we have intensified our efforts in 2026. Oh, they have to come with something to counter. We are telling them that it doesn't matter how many thousands and millions of dollars they pay to lie. Lie cannot prevail when it has to do with this Biafra freedom. Because the truth is, before everyone, America did not come and bomb your babies, women, and children in your houses. America came to bomb the presence of those terrorists that were kidnapping you and raping your women and children. At first, they turned the narrative that America is coming to bomb you people in your houses. And you all cried. All of you turned the radar against Donald Trump. Call him all manners of names. The only man that other people in other countries are actually looking for his presence in their country so that they can be free. At the end of the day, he still came because he was not meant to even come because of man. He was predestined by God to come and destroy those terrorists. He came. He did it. And over thousands of those terrorists sank 1,000 feet. And more are still going to fall again. So you can continue to cry and lament and where is none of our business. If we did not make good results, if we did not make progress, if we are not achieving anything, will Nigerian government come to hire lobbyists with over $9 million in 2026? How many of you, wait, it's like some of you have forgotten that in 2025, there was another set of lobbying campaign that Nigerian government carried out against Biafra government in exile. How many of you remember? Let me get the publication and read it for us to hear. So, if with all that they spent in 2025, they did not get any results against the Christian genocide and against Biafra and against the religious persecution, and then we still won. This publication was on October 16, October 16, 2025. He said, Scoop, Nigeria launches $2.7 million covered anti-Biafra lobbying campaign. So some of you have forgotten about this one. So the one that they launched $2.7 million in October 16 of 2025, it has not yielded any fruit in 2025. Between the 16th of October to the early of January 2026, that one did not yield any fruit. They spent that $2.7 million for nothing. Did Biafra still prevailed? Since October 2025 to January 2026, how many sanctions has Nigeria gotten? When was the bomb dropped on Nigerian terrorist soil? It was on the 25th of December. But this their lobbying campaign, they paid this $2.7 million, and the publication came out on the 16th of October 2025. On the 1st of November 2025, Donald Trump warned Nigeria that if they allow the Christian persecution and the genocide to continue, he will come with guns and blessing. That was on 1st of November 2025. Now, remember that they had lobbied on the 19th, on the 16th of October. The publication came out there with $2.7 million. But that did not counter or overhaul the effort and the result of BRGI that even in November, Donald Trump re-echoed again, even with their $2.7 million lobbying campaign. Then on the 22nd of November, they dared the Department of War of America, and they kidnapped over 330-something babies in their schools with their teachers. The principal or one of the teachers that tried to stop the terrorists, they killed that one at the spot. Is Nigerian government talking about it now? No, they are not talking about it. Did that stop Donald Trump to designate Nigeria as a country of particular concern? Did that stop Donald Trump to place all the sanctions on Nigeria? Did that stop Donald Trump to block visas of Nigerian criminals and terrorists? Did that stop Donald Trump to now give Christians a gift of December on the 25th of December 2025? So this was $2.7 million lobbying of Nigeria against Biafra because of the campaign that we carried testimony against them and religious persecution on the table. Did that stop Donald Trump? You see, when you are going with evidence based, you don't go to lie. You go with facts and figures. You put it on the table. You go in boldly. There's nothing that can take you down. For Nigerian government to have lied in the first place and called Donald Trump a liar, that Donald Trump is lying, that he is basing his claims on falsehood from Biafra lobbying campaign to say that there is Christian genocide. Am I the one that said it? It was the foreign minister of Nigeria that was saying it. He was speaking for Nigeria. He said there is no Christian genocide, that Donald Trump is going with the falsehood from Biafran government in exile. This is after they have paid this $2.7 million and it did not yield fruit. So he had to come out and start crying on the media that day, on that interview. They were running from one media house to another. And what really shocked them is that American media houses and journalists were ready to grant them this interview for them to come and speak. And as they were speaking, they were exposing themselves. As they were speaking, they were exposing themselves. As they were speaking, they were nailing themselves the more. As they were speaking, analytically, their speeches were indicting them the more. Did the American government then go to Nigeria to investigate? Yes. Did Nigerian government go to America to go and tell America, no, there is no Christian genocide? No. Yes. Then American government still send their lawmakers to go down there and watch with their very eye. And they saw it.
Day, We saw from Sahara Reporter newspaper that a Nigerian military was detained. A brigadier general was detained by who? By Nigerian military itself. What did this brigadier general do? Because he exposed a retired general called Ali Kef or Kefi. This brigadier general exposed a retired general that is called Ali Kefi. That is among those that are financing terrorism in Nigeria. What did Nigerian military? You would expect Nigerian military to tell the brigadier general, good job, come to my rest. No. They detained him, arrested him, and detained him. As I speak, he's detained. Except they will hear my voice now and release him. What is this showing? It's showing that Nigerian military collude with the bandits. Nigerian military and government is colluding with the bandits. They are colluding with Boko Haram. We have had a former general. What's his name again? Well, somebody remind me of this name again.
Is it Buratai?
No, another one. What's his name again? That told the whole world that Nigerian government.
Theophilus Danjuma.
Why Danjuma? Because I know Nigeria is listening, and I also know America is listening. A former general in Nigerian military, T.Y. Danjuma, told the whole world, Google it, you will hear, you will get it, that Nigerian military, Nigerian government collude with the bandits. Nigerian military collude with the Boko Haram. They facilitate their movement. And they kill Nigerians. He told Nigerians, rise up, defend yourselves. If not, Nigerian government with Boko Haram, with the bandits, will kill all of you one by one, said T.Y. Danjuma. And this one now I just told you is another example where a Nigerian military checked all the things it's supposed to do to a brigadier general that is supposed a sponsor. They detained the brigadier general. That's another red flag on the part of Nigeria government and on the part of Nigerian military. They are colluding with the bandits that are killing Nigerians. In fact, Nigerian government kill Nigerians. So, American government, please, you will never work with Nigerian military or Nigeria government or Nigeria leaders because they are being infiltrated already. Nigerian military is infiltrated with Boko Haram jihad soldiers. Last time we had Nigerian government telling the whole world that Boko Haram, 70 Boko Haram have repented. Can you imagine? Please. Can these people, Boko Haram, repent from being carrying their jihad forward? They can't stop. It's a belief or a belief. It's a way of life. Islam is a way of life. It's a religion. It's a culture. They can't stop. Boko Haram cannot stop. Bandits cannot stop. The only way out is to meet them. Meet them face to face, gun to gun, machine gun to machine gun, drones with drones. Whenever they are coming with against you, meet them. Even bigger weapons. Stop them at their steps. That is the only way out. If not so, they don't understand stop. They don't understand please. So what am I trying to say? Nigerians, Biafrans, you must rise up. Defend yourselves. This is also time you can protest so that the world will understand that you really need this freedom. Nigerians, if you need this freedom, this is the time. You have also had Trump who told you, see, when Trump was telling the Iranians, keep on protesting. Take over the institutions of your terrorists that are the government that is terrorizing you. Take over their institutions. Same to you, Nigerians. If you want to come out of the hands of Fulani Islamic terrorist Nigeria government, you have to start to tell the world and protest. And tell the world you don't want Fulani anymore. You don't want Islamization anymore. Take over their offices. Take over their stations. All the institutions. So that the world, the whole world, you see, this is not the days where you do things anyhow. Russia want to make sure this is what you also want. China will also make sure you really want to go out. America will know you really want to go out. That you want your freedom. Before anybody can be coming to your rescue. You had Trump tell the Iranians, help is coming. How can help come to Nigeria when they are busy dancing on one up and down? Why is they are dying? Why is Fulani are displacing them and taking over their lands, taking over their areas, killing them, chopping off their heads? The remaining one is still, what is that? Fulani have removed the sense of humor out of Nigerians. This is why you will see a tanker filled with petrol fell on top of a bus, and people are there crying and looking for help. Nigerians would look for plastic kegs and go there and be collecting fuel instead of helping the people on the floor. They have lost their mind. Nigerians need help, in fact. Help must come. Help, they need real help. They're not moving with their brains anymore. Nigerians have become half human and half something else. They don't have conscience anymore. They will tell you, let's be patching, let's be managing until like we are still alive. Let's be continue to manage. Let's be pushing, push. That's the sense of a common Nigerian man and woman. Nigeria need a tangible help. Biafrans also need a tangible help. But we must start to do something. We must tell and prove to the whole world, both the rascal world and the good world, all of the world. We have to tell them that we are sick and we are tired of Islamization coming from Fulani. Fulanis are not Nigerians. Fulani are migrants. They are Fulani Mujahid Arabs. How come Arabs are ruling Nigerians? Ladies and gentlemen, this is what is going on in Nigeria. Arabs are ruling Nigerians. They are displacing Nigerians. So that you need to understand the real problem. Nigerians must take back their land. Hausa, you must take back your land. Yoruba, you must take back your land. Middle Belt and Biafrans. Nigeria must be dissolved into at least 4 different nations. And people will go and worship any god they want. And there will be lasting peace. So let me stop here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sister Stella, senior citizen. Thank you very much. Mazu Onyinye, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. You can go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. I greet you from my end. I don't know if information minister is here. I want to ask him a question. Information minister, are you? I do. Okay, my question goes like this. Lately, you've been preaching to Nigerians about protesting. I want to ask you, do you think as gullible as Nigerians has become, Do you think Nigeria that has been infiltrated with hunger and poverty, do you think that Nigeria that has making content creating as their career, everything has becoming to them a content? Do you think that this set of people can protest and bring something meaningful? Or let me just say, and exercise what Iranians, how formidable Iranians has become. Do you think that Nigeria have this quality to do this kind of a thing? That is just my question before I can say any other thing. Do you think so?
Good. Hold on, I'm coming, please. Okay, so once we wait for the commission minister, you can make your submission, just go on with your submission. Later he will come back to answer you. Thank you.
Okay. I just want to let me briefly speak on this Tunumbu, the useless Tunumbu and the useless Nigeria with their 9 million to lobby against what the Biafra Republic government is doing. I just want to let them know that they are doing all these things because they know that this money was stolen from the resources of Biafran people. Nigeria they doesn't care if it takes if they take all the wealth, because they know that the money is our resources that they are stolen. So they are ready to commit any amount. And that is why I would like to call our Biafrans that this is our time to do something. Now that the whole world is very hot, we need to capitalize this opportunity, this time, this particular point in time, and do something. Let us not procrastinate. Let us not say, let it be next month. Let us start it from today, tomorrow. Let it become big. Let our side, let everywhere be boiling. We need to wake up and take this freedom. It has occurred to me, I have seen that freedom is not free. Like every one of us can see what Iranians are doing. But I just noticed that one problem or one difference we have with other people is that we Biafrans, we have soft mind. We Biafrans, we cry when others are crying. We Biafrans, we agree when others are grieving. You can imagine that even what is happening to Iranians, we Biafrans are amplifying, are giving them voice. I know how many of their video I've been sharing, making sure that I contribute to what is happening or for their voice to be heard. But when it comes to our own cases, you find out that it is only us that bears our brunt. So I want to use this opportunity to call to the world that once one particular race is crying, the others are supposed to be crying as well. These are what we call conscience. So I want to conclude by telling our Biafran people that the time is now. We need to support our Biafra, our freedom, and we also need to support our defense. The difference we have with Iranian is that we have a defense. Whenever anything is happening in our land, before the external forces will be coming, our defense will be there for us. So we have an edge over what Iranian is facing. So I just want to use this to encourage our Biafrans for them not to be afraid that maybe they are hearing that 12,000 Iranians have been killed or whatever. Our case is different, and our case is totally different. So my encouragement to every one of us is that all hands has to be on desk. Thank you very much. As I yield my mic here today when I greet all your friends. Thank you.
Okay, who's next? Onyeka. Okay, they've knocked Onyeka out. Okay, hold on, guys. We have Catherine COS is here, our minister. Sir, you have the mic, Mr. Snow. You're welcome, sir.
Yes, greetings everyone. Greetings my senior citizen sister Stella. My Minister of Information, I greet you from here. Please, all protocols duly observed. All Biafrans and friends of Biafra here, I sincerely greet and appreciate you for being with us on Biafra community. I'll make it real quick because a lot of people have spoken and said what is in the hearts of each and every one of us. I just want to remind my people one singular thing that we have said over and over again. In the football pitch, when you're choosing your players, for those who played soccer, for those of us who are village boys, I was born in a village. But I'll speak in English so that our friends will understand what we're saying. When you go to pick your players, you pick according to those who are skilled, those who have presented themselves better to play. Sometimes they say Oburo Jesinaba is the system. Politics is a system. What you're seeing today is politics that is being played. Who outplays who becomes the question. Your emotions is okay. They didn't start killing you today. But it is who outplays who. I've reminded us over what our brother Israel, the broadcast he made some time ago about the Taliban takeover in Afghanistan. He that plays better becomes the friend. Nobody in the war field wants to choose a friend who cannot fight with them. And don't forget, politics is all about interest. If Biafran people do not rise up and do what they are supposed to do, anybody can work with the Nigerian terrorist state. Anybody can work with the Nigerian terrorist state. I want people to get that. From $2.7 million to $9 million. These, like my brother said, are stolen wealth. From who? From you. Money they steal from you, resources. I mean, they can pay $1 billion if they want to make sure that they quench what you're doing. And America can decide today to bomb all over the northern part of Nigeria. It still doesn't give you your freedom until you rise up and do your part. America is not going to send their soldiers to your land to fight your battles. And as the terrorists are being attacked in the north, they are moving towards your territory to continue killing your family. It is easier for every one of us here to say, oh, America, do something. For Nigerians to say, oh, Christians have been slaughtered. America won't pay heed to or what they're saying. But you forget that they didn't start today to kill Christians. It only came to limelight because of Briggy. That's why some time ago, last year in 2025, I said the people in Nigeria should be very, very grateful to Briggy, to the Biafran people, for bringing to light what is happening in that territory called Nigeria. The earlier our people rise up, the better for each and every one of us. You may say, oh, but we have spoken. But Nigeria has been put as country of particular concern. You think the American government, the present political party, or the present people who have the interest of the indigenous people in the territory will remain in office forever? This is America. They're going to have election after 4 years. Another set of people are going to get into the office. And other kinds of decisions will come in. And lobbying continues. But the earlier you follow the trend, you follow what is going on, you intensify on what is happening, the better for each and every one of us. You think if the Iranian people are not on the street today, the Americans or the Israelis will be talking about what is going on in there? Even as people are being hanged, today they started executing people who were part of that protest. Execution. This is not about murdering them in the street. I'm talking about hanging them. But it didn't stop them. It hasn't stopped them from being out there to do what they're supposed to do. Yesterday, our Minister of Information spoke at length, and my brothers and sisters here spoke at length on the importance of people getting out there to do what they are supposed to do. Is either people rise up and do what they're supposed to do, or we are going to cry and cry till eternity. Our freedom is in our hands. Nobody's going to give it to us. It's either we'll fight or they will kill us all. It's either we'll fight. It's either the people rise up and fight or the killing will continue. I mean, even as they have been put in CPC, did this killing stop? Even as Sokoto was bombed, did the killing stop? They're talking about 70 reintegrated terrorists or freed from wherever. But Nigeria has freed 300,000 terrorists, recruited them and sent them back into one single state, Maiduguri. And people tend to forget these things. 70 is nothing compared to what they have done. Every year, the Nigerian Air Force mistakenly bombs indigenous people, but they have never accurately bombed the terrorists. I'm not talking about mistakenly bombed accurately or even mistakenly bombed the terrorists. And people think that talk. We can say all of this from today till tomorrow without rising up to do the right thing. It's going to be like we've wasted our time. I wanted to say something yesterday, but of course, my principal, our active Prime Minister, came up and I can't speak after my Oga has spoken. Somebody asked a question. How are we going to punish the saboteurs? Number one step to punishing the saboteurs right now is for everybody to rise up and fund your freedom. When you get into Biafra, the laws of Biafra will take care of the saboteurs. And one thing I can assure you is this. We're going to set example with the people who have sabotaged Biafra. We're going to set example for the generations to come, that they will look at the way Biafrans punished saboteurs and they will be like, no, I will never be a saboteur in other countries. But we can't do that if we do not get into Biafra. So the number one way that you can hold the saboteurs accountable right now is to turn around and support your freedom, fund your freedom. Stop the hypocrisy. Millions of Biafrans all over the world, and people are not doing what they're supposed to do. Millions of Biafrans who called Mazin Nnamdi Kanu their leader, their savior. Watch their savior being locked up for doing nothing while terrorists are being released. Tens of thousands of Biafrans who are following a man they call their own prime minister who is held unjustly, and you still can't stand up to do the right thing. That is hypocrisy. That is hypocrisy. For those who are back home, before they kill me, they will kill you first. Before they kill Totivir, before they kill Asiebun, before they kill Mighty Dot, or Sister Betty Ford, or Eunice, or Emeka, or Tutos, they will kill you. But your 1,000 AJ, collectively, amongst all of you, can make a change. If they are battling you with $9 million, who is funding your own battle? Battle between Nigerian government and the Biafra Republic government in exile and the Biafran people. That is you and I. If people are coming after you, what are you going to do to defend yourself? Fund your liberation. Kill all the distractions, all the people who are bringing up different kinds of distractions in different organizations. Ignore all of that and fund your liberation. I would say this again. Don't give to Biafra that won't cost you a thing. Do not give to Biafra that won't cost you a thing. If it is 1 cent, but it is that will cost you a thing, it is that you have sweat to make, that you know, oh, I have to do this. Do it. If tens of thousands of our people can only kill the hypocrisy and play their part, we will win this war. Unfortunately, only Biafrans do not realize that they are at war. Since after 2nd of December 2024, we have been at war. Since after that redeclaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra, we have been at war. And just a few people have been standing in the gap. You either join this battle now or bring out your truth so that you will be slaughtered. All the kidnapped kids, have they been released? They have not been released. But today, Nigeria is lobbying to tell you that nothing is happening. And I bet you today there has been a terrorist attack in Nigeria, one way or the other. But they want to tell you that nothing is happening. For you who is bearing the brunt of the Nigerian terrorism, it is left for you to play your part. The American people will do their own. They will listen to both sides. And the same way you have evil people in your place, there are evil people here in the United States too. I live here in the United States, and I'll tell you that. There are people here who do not care about your life. Just as there are people here who care about your life. Like Ted Cruz, my senator, like Riley Moore, there are people who care about your life. But there are tens of them who do not care about what happens with you. So the earlier you rise up, the better for each and every one of us. Emengwangwa, emehelodachi. Mani nyukoma milionu, obala anyofu. Dalon everyone. May God bless you all and continue to do your own. Continue to play your part. For every single thing you do, God in his infinite mercy will multiply it and use it for our own good. Dalon everyone.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Snow. They say the world is enough for the wise. If the Biafran people refuse to, take advantage of this opportunity that have come for us to liberate ourselves through the help of the United States of America, that means we have ourselves to blame at the end of the day. But I believe the Biafran people are willing to liberate themselves from the shackles of slavery, from the Fulani influenced Nigerian government. My information minister, your hand is up. You can have the mic now.
Thank you. Watching again. Alicia.
Yeah, before our information minister comes back, okay.
Sorry about that. Thank you, my honorable CRS. And thank you to everyone. Someone asked a question before I was taken out. If I believe or think that the gullible Yoba bring up Pana. If I believe that the gullible Nigerians who have seen joy in BB Niger and watching Nollywood movies and creating content and dancing around, shouting one Nigeria, obedient, Tinubu, Jagaban, Emilokon, if they can carry out a protest to make a change and to replicate what the people of Iran are doing, I don't need them to convince me. Yes, it is a two-way thing. The thing is that you do it, you get free. You don't do it, you die. Since the last time that they did protests and then they deviated from focusing on the Nigerian institutions, which Donald Trump has just advised them and say, as you're protesting, take over the institutions. Since they left the institutions and then they went after Indomie and people's private businesses, and they turned it to carnival. They were now playing Peace Square. The video was performing, all of them were performing. When it was time to shoot them, all those celebrities, they disappeared. Though. Since that time, that they shot some of them and the rest of them scampered for their lives, and they never showed up again. How many of them have been killed to this very day? Uh-huh. So, if they like, they come out and do the protest and they're free. If they don't, it doesn't stop the terrorists from outnumbering them. It doesn't stop the terrorists from emasculating them. It doesn't stop the terrorists from counting the next community that they will take over. So you do it, you get the total freedom. You don't do it, you will still die. Because the political criminals in power, they are the ones paying the terrorists, arming them and supplying them all the weapons to come and kill them and take over the communities. I saw a publication from one of the news media houses of Nigeria. They said, oh, Boko Haram has acquired sophisticated drones to attack communities and attack military formations. Then I asked the question, who does the custom clearance and delivery in Nigeria? Who clears customs that comes into the country? Is it Obi Kubana? Is it Kubana Chief Priest? Or is it Odumeje? Oh my God. So, that is why yesterday I was explaining something. I said, they have taken time to control the custom services, they control the military, they control the immigration, they control the police, the air force, the navy, the maritime sector. They control everything. They control the power sector. So it will be very easy when they will bring down the national grid How many times I don't hear say they don't bring that national grid? That there is no power supply. They cut it off. That is why when we want to Governor Obon Victor Ta, the former governor of Akwa Ibom State, he was on television whether last month. He said the federal government stopped him from generating power supply in Akwa Ibom State so that the people of Akwa Ibom, the people of Cross River, the people of Abia, the people of Enugu, the people of Rivers, the people of Delta, the people of Bayelsa, everybody within the East would have been having steady power supply that is generated from one place. And by so doing, each state now within this eastern region will be expanding the power station. Before you know it, one state will no more be depending on another state. After they have gone to take dressing from the first state, they will be now expanding their own plant and they will become independent. Gradually, all the states in the eastern region, in the whole eastern region, will now be having independent power plants that is generated within their state. Federal government stop them so that when a time like this will come, they will only be controlling their power plants from the north, from Abuja. So that the one that you try to put on in Akwa Ibom, in Rivers, in Enugu, in Abia, in Anambra, in Delta, in Bayelsa, that your own will not light up. Because they knew if they allow that your own to foster, you will become the light of the world. Biafra will become the development hub. You will not be going to Abuja and Kano and Kaduna again or Lagos. That is why they decided to stock you down. So it is a two-way thing. You protest, you get free. You don't, terrorists will still come for you. After all, they have come for many people and they are all gone. All those babies that have gone, are they better than you or are you better than them? So, if they like, they do it. If they don't, the terrorists are still marching and waiting for them. I leave it to you, watching it.
Yeah, and thank you very much, Information Minister. Please, we have another program coming up in the next 1 hour, which is 8 p.m. Biafran time. Please, we would like to manage the few time that remains there because we have a lot of hands up. Please, I would like
in 20 minutes, this or 15 minutes, this place should be down. Please, thank you.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Information Minister. We have 20 minutes, just as our Information Minister has given. And we'll take each person 3 minutes. Please, let's manage the time. So we'll go and prepare for our next program that is coming up in the next 1 hour, where we are going to meet the Brigade cabinet members for them to, highlight us and also speak to us, the Biafran people, the way forward to counter the lies that the Nigerian terrorist government are preparing to take to Washington, D.C. regarding what we as a people are doing, making sure we liberate ourselves, as I always say, from the shackles of slavery from the Nigerian terrorist government. Mighty Dot, are you there? Please, 3 minutes, please. Mighty Dot, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. You can go ahead, sir.
All right. Good afternoon from here. Cultivate. Good afternoon, your Information Minister, Your Excellency. Okay. Good afternoon, the COS. Good afternoon, my brother from here. Good afternoon, Biafrans. I've gathered here, friends and Biafrans. Yesterday I wanted to speak. I was kind of busy at work, and even today, but I wanted to stop by to say one or few things. You see, anybody that is still there talking about sitting on the fence or being confused at this point in time, where to follow or who to support. I mean, I don't want to get such thing anymore. We shouldn't even be talking about that anymore. because the handwriting is very clearly written. Nobody else is being called except this very government that have been holding the line. So if anybody else thinks out there that they were confused, if they want to come with that narrative, equal to Abu, so we have gone past that stage where people will be taking us for a ride. We mean business, but there's something I wanted to say, one or two things. Nigerian government, they are panicking. They are panicking because they know that the game is over for them. But because of time, I wanted to I think last time I overheard there was something like we were supposed to have a meeting about lobbying meeting or something. Is that correct? COS or information minister, please, can somebody answer me?
Sorry, can you repeat what you said, Mighty Dot, please?
I think on the fundraising, did I hear? I think I overheard an announcement about a meeting for lobbying meeting or something.
Yes, we have a lobbying town hall. We have a lobbying town hall, lobbyist committee town hall meeting on Sunday, the 18th. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I thought I heard that. Yeah, so I wanted to use this opportunity to challenge every one of us that are here. I mean, I'm going to lead by example. So I'm challenging every one of us that are here to be able to be present at that meeting, not just being present. We love Elias. We appreciate what he's doing and all that. The only way for you to appreciate Elias right now is for you to support that lobbying team for the lobbyists and the international attorney. If you appreciate Elias and Davier, the only way for you to show appreciation right now, the only way for you to shut those motherfuckers up who are there laughing, saying that Elias was fired, the only way we Biafrans, we know how we act, we know how we do things, we know how we shut our enemies up. Let us shut them up by coming to join the lobbying committee. Let us all come together and put a heavy force behind Elias with this new his new lobbying firm. Let us appreciate the work he has done for us. Let us appreciate him in a massive way by joining that lobbying committee. And I'm going to join that lobbying committee from Sunday. Because I don't say what I don't tell others to do what I don't do. So let us do that. I'm challenging every one of us. If you love Elias, the only way for you to show appreciation for him is for us to make sure that he continue doing his work and is continue bombarding that zoo contraption. Because the enemies are mocking and laughing at him. This man has come out to take bullets, take attack that he shouldn't. He could have given us a middle finger and walked away. But he stood. He's not a Biafran. He stood with us. He take all the insults. He take all the insult from people who are coarse people who call themselves Biafrans. He stood and take the insult that he shouldn't take. So let us appreciate him. I am going to start this Sunday. Thank you, my people. And one more thing I want to say. All those people that keep asking this question, what the punishment for the saboteur, are you going to punish them if you are still in Nigeria? We're going to give Biafra before punishment. Please let us stop asking those stupid questions. It makes me sick. We mean business. This is time for business. Our COS format and talk about diplomacy. We are in the game of diplomacy right now. Interest-based diplomacy. That is what America has chosen. And that is what we are choosing too. America has decided to pull away from the United Nations that would have been a hindrance to us. Now America is working based on interest-based. The interest of America. And we should cue in. They are talking about protest. All those people who are every time they send our people to go and protest in Aba, and Nigerian government to come out and shoot and kill our people. Where are they now? Now that the protest matters a lot, are you going to see them? All you will see them is on social media talking shit. I will check. Yeah, so that is the point. Now, where are they? All those people that are talking about protest.
Yeah,
Mighty Dog, sorry for the interjection. Please just use them 20 seconds to round up because we don't have much time here, please, so other people can go. Thank you.
All right. So, all the people that are talking about protests, now is the time. I don't know. Show worry that every time revolution. Now is the time. It's a time for him to take out that revolution. Now that the satellite is on that contraption, anybody that's talking about protest, now is the time for them to ginger that protest. But they will not, because these people, they will rather keep us as Biafrans in that contraption. As long as we remain in that contraption with them, they are fine with it. Thank you, my people.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mighty Dogs. You know, the show already have a little bit of a problem of afunja. It's like a little bit of afunja. Blood is still running in the show, and you know, it keeps exhibiting this hypocrisy. You understand? But that's not what the Biafran people are after for now. As you already said, every one of us are invited on the 18th of this month regarding the lobbyist and town hall meeting, and we all expected to be there on that particular day to support and also encourage our international lobbyists and also our international lawyers. So they will keep doing what they are doing, making sure that they bring down this sort of caliphate of the Nigerian terrorist government for every human being in that geographical zone to have his or her freedom at the end of the day. So thank you very much, Mighty Dogs. Mazi Onyeka, are you there? Mazi Onyeka, are you there? Mazi Afam, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, my brother.
You can have the mic, please. Yeah, 3 minutes, please.
It's okay. My rest.
Brother, I'm just if you stop my phone. I just say. Go on.
Okay, Mazi Onyeka, you can go. Yeah, 3 minutes. You can go ahead, please. We don't.
Okay. Thank you. I'm so sorry, please. I was a bit short for my phone. Yeah, open call observed. Yes, Biafran people, you see, my people, honestly, wish we know, for our BDS to be given this people, some morons, we don't need to be, but we could not talking anyway. But I can assure you, this time around, I'm telling you, this 20 is not, we need to actually, Ido must take place. But it must take place. We cannot let all this rubbish. And nobody, it is a must. This 26 is our year. Nobody stand on our way that we be spared. If you like, whoever you may be, we are here. Our freedom is, we value it more than anything. I value it more than 50 million lives. Okay? And it must come. Nothing will stop us. Those of you who are sitting on the fence, that fence will fall on top of you. I'm not going to use the you again. And then, like, my brother said, anybody still say, claim me sitting on the fence, you are there. Not that you know, you are best of the same feather. I see you as enemy. I not see you as a Biafra. No Biafra will claim to be gullible now, claim to be ignorant of what is going on now. Everything is, I'm talking about, unless you don't have access to media. Let's not have access to social media. Then that will be a fact. But if you have social media, you know what is going on, you are deceiving yourself. Like I tell those who you are in Biafra land, stop listening to Nigerian channel. Stop watching their channel. Okay, nothing good will come there. Okay? Nothing good will come there. Imagine what is going on in our land, even where to talk about you, who only care about your money, you're still giving them money. You want them to come and use support for you. You see your body soon needed because you don't deserve to be. In fact,
Nigeria will happen to you. What a nonsense.
Thank you very much. Please, you guys.
Thank you. My time is up. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mazunika, for keeping to time. Mr. Snow, it's like I missed your hand. There was a time your hand was up. I don't know, maybe there's something you want to say to the BFM people before I go to the next person. So, are you there?
Yes, I just want, when our information minister pointed out about those so-called celebrities who distracted the protesters in October 2020 with all the shows on the street. I wanted to ask those Nigerians or their friends who are listening to us, how many of those celebrities have condemned the killings that is going on in Nigeria, just like Nicki Minaj did? None. None of them has ever condemned the killings that is going on inside of that territory, even the ones that is happening in their different hometowns. None of them has done that. That is to show you the people who deceive you, who consistently and continuously deceive you. Be wary of those kind of people. Wolves in sheep clothing. Now, that's what I wanted to point out.
Yeah, thank you very much for pointing that out to the international community and also to some of the ignorant Nigerians that are still, following those. I call them Yaya greetings because they are just there for show. They are not there for anything important.
Please, can I go on?
Yeah, Rich, please wait. It's not yet your turn. Chibuko, I will come back.
I will come back to you. It was my turn. I was thinking
Yes, I am supposed to be the next after Mighty talk. You remember?
Yeah, I know. Rich, please. Wait, I'm taking everybody according to how I brought everybody up. Please just exercise patience so we can manage the time. Afam, please, our minister is here, so let's give him the privilege to speak. MID Briggy, are you there?
Yeah, good evening, good afternoon, good night, depending on the time and your zone. I greet Biafrans all over the world. My own is very, very simple. Biafrans, be very, very resolute. We are in 2026. 2026 is diplomatic year. Is the year that the international community, based on our cooperation, is going to recognize our activities. So, after today, in fact, after this week, let all Biafrans, all Biafran freedom fighters, both in home and diaspora, recognize their government, BRGIE, that is currently handled by our active Prime Minister, Mazi Ogechukwu Nkere. Because if you didn't show to the international community that you are one, they cannot take you serious. I can reference what I'm saying to the latest message of Donald J. Trump concerning the Syrian people. All of us have seen that the Syrians are under heavy attack and state orchestrated genocide. As we are speaking today, they have removed the national grid from them, which means that there is total blackout, quasi total blackout in Iran, because Ayatollah Khomeini, who did the revolution in 1979 and removed the legitimate authorities, which is Raza Pahlavi, under the spell of Islamic jihadism, is losing everything today. And Pahlavi is back. Raza Pahlavi was studied in several universities in Europe. And those universities said that Raza Pahlavi was a very, very correct, moderate Re. Re means regime, and the king that you had in the that place you call Iran. ex Persia. So, what that they did not know happened to them? I want you to give me a second to explain this. The history said that the supreme leader of Iran, Ayatollah Khomeini, was received by the government of France prior to 1979, when you had what you call petroleum glut. The France government started sponsoring these jihadic people under the auspices of Islamia Ariana. And Iran, as they formed the government of Iran in exile in the Republic of France. I don't know whether it is under Pompidou or another President de la République Française during that time. And they were the one that sponsored him to take over a legitimate and autochthonal system of Iran, because during this time around, before 1979, the Iran was having a very, very cordial relationship with the state of Israel. State of Israel became a state around 1948 after the UN declaration, when UN was still UN. But who antagonized Israel from becoming a country was Britain. It is the same Britain and France that are behind African subjugation. Know you that, finally, before I hit my mic, that both France and Britain did not want Africa to have independence, but America was the one, the government and the gubernaculum, personarum, emerging forza, that forced these two colonial masters to leave Africa. It is called decolonization of the Marshall Plan of the Bretton Woods from 1942-1945. And they started leaving Africa. Many people thought that Britain led Nigeria to independence. It is a lie. British or French or France government have never led any African nation to independence, but they were being forced by America, humongous American gubernaculum, towards independence. But instead of them to leave Africa freely towards independence, they made use of the Mujahid Arabiya, meaning the Arab people, so that they will put what you call socio-political zigzagnia, so that those ex-colonized countries can never have their independence. Well, independence. Our people should know that America, as it came in 1946, 47, 48, 50s, 60s, to the liberation of the colonized African countries and that of the Balkanic Europeans, America has understood our plight and it has come, she has come to salvage us. But we must leave no stone unturned, according to Jean-Jacques Rousseau and Machiavelli, to making sure that we liberate ourselves from this onslaught, because freedom is not given, it is taken. Machiavelli said if the people want to be free from their oppressors, they must arm themselves. That is what the intellectuals call armamento populis, armament of the people, or socio-scientifically, you call it Machiavellism. So that is the sobriety of what I'm saying. We should buckle our trousers, support our government. Our government is one. The first government that of Biafra that was registered is called BRGIA, and it is done by His Excellency Ogechukwu Nkere. That is where everybody supposed to inclinare capus, to bow your heads to your government, to give your succor, to give your support, to give your respirative apparatus to this government, so that the international communities will recognize us just as they did to the Somalilanders and the government of Somaliland. Thank you for the opportunity I had.
Yeah, and thank you very much, MID Bree, for that informative submission. Afam, are you there? Please, 3 minutes, Afam.
Yeah, I'm here. Anyway, my respect to everyone. I don't have much thing to say. I only have 2 questions to ask. And these questions goes to Biafrans, it's not to anyone. You said you love our leader, MNK, who is there in prison, Far Sokoto. You said, and he is there because all of us, because he has a choice, but he chooses to love his people, and he chooses to do the right thing and stand for all of us to live. The same thing applies to our PM. He is also in prison. They condemned him illegally. They first of all said they are sentencing him for fraud. Finally, they gave him sentence for terrorism, which was 6 years. The first time in my life hearing of such, even if I don't know anything about case. Then my question goes like this to all of us, dear friends. These 2 wonderful father that we have, MNK, the only true king of Biafra, and our son, our brother, our PM, what do you think that they will be doing now that Trump has given us this opportunity and it got to this place, and we have first ever opportunity to show to the world everything that has been happening? That opportunity we are waiting, we are looking for, and 2 of them are now inside. What do you think that they will be doing if they happens to be outside? Because I know that both of them will take advantage of these opportunities. And the opportunities is to unleash everything that we have to unleash for the world to know. And those who we sponsor, who we finance our freedom, we come out truly and do that. While our military, our soldiers will be there to protect our citizens, even while they are on the protest. I yield my mic. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mazi. Rage, are you up now? Rage, are you there? Because I'm trying to bring you up. I don't know what is. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes. 3 minutes, please. Yes. 3 minutes, please.
Okay, thank you very much. Greetings to the honorable our private acting our prime capacitated our leader.
Great, we can't see you. Great, we can't see you.
Can you hear me? I am speaking. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. But
maybe not the network because I don't know. Okay, so I can go ahead, right? Should I go ahead, sir?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Speaking to Nigeria, before I speak to Nigeria, any Biafran that says he doesn't know where to follow is a Nigerian. He's only working for the Nigerian agenda. Because once again, Nigeria has come up to tell you that these are the people that are fighting against us. Elias de Rasules, Ahmad Dabiri, Oge Chukukere, Biafra Republic government in exile. So though I know there are kiki brains and weak brains who bear our names that claim to be Biafrans. So if such people come to say they don't know the right path to follow, it simply means they are working for Nigeria. Why can't you know the right path to follow when the Nigeria you claim to be fighting against, telling you the people that are fighting against them? And you are telling me you are confused? If you are confused, may you die in your confusion. May everything about your life be a confusion. May your life be an epitome of confusion. You will confuse until you confuse yourself into your grave. That being said, Isoko Biafra say, what does that mean? A murderer would have been able to lie to be victorious. But for the human head, that man that he has killed, but for the head of that person that is in his hand, that is the case of Nigeria. Coming with $9 million to lobby
in America is tantamount to bribery and corruption, which they are the masters of. Everybody, you know, some time ago I was asking the Honorable Minister of Information the question that Nigerians are very good bribers. In fact, when it comes to bribery and corruption, you cannot take that, you cannot win them, you cannot defeat them. Are you sure they are not going to bribe the lawmakers of the United States of America? And he answered the question correctly, which is really playing out today. That no matter what they do, they cannot, especially in the era, in this dispensation, in this regime of Donald J. Trump, a man that is whiter than snow, a man that is pure in heart. No amount of money, no amount of dollars that Nigeria is going to give to Donald Trump to turn a blind eye for the thousands and millions of Christians that genocide has been carried out against by the Nigeria Islamic terrorists. So I think that is the only message I will give to them. No amount of money that you are going to give America under Donald J. Trump that will make them to ignore the killing of Christians, that will make them to ignore the killing of innocent, defenseless civilians and the indigenous people. So Nigeria is spending a lot of dollars in the name of they want to bribe America, they want to bribe Donald Trump. Just like wasting their time. Once again, I repeat, a murderer would have been able to lie to be victorious, but for the human head that told him. Even if Nigeria goes to America with lobbyists today to lie that they are not killing Christians, they are not killing innocent civilians, in the next minute, there are terrorists that they are using to kill to still commit another act, to carry out another genocide against them. If Nigeria will lie that they are not doing all of these things, what about the lawmaker of the United States of America that was sent to Nigeria to verify that over 6,000 people are in IDP camp? Who chased them into IDP camp when there is no natural disaster? It is the Nigerian terrorists that Donald Trump came to bomb, and Nigerian lawmakers, Nigerian presidency, Nigerian media, and Nigeria everything defense were condemning that why should Donald Trump come to kill their terrorists? These are the terrorists that have killed these people and chased some of them into IDP camp. OGA or Eteria say, who's the winner or what's your problem? I yield my mic here. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Radiant Period. Please, let's establish this fact here. We are not saying that the Nigerian terrorist government bringing out this 9 million to bribe the American government or to bribe Donald Trump. But the fact remains that they are hiring or they have hired a lobbyist firm, just like the way we, the Biafran people, have our Mazi Elias that has his own lobbyist firm.
No, that's my brother. This lobbyist firm, is it not to lie that they are not killing? It's to lie that they are not killing.
Rage, please mute yourself, please. Just like we have Mazi Elias, who is representing the Biafran people in Washington, D.C. That is what the Nigerian terrorist government is doing to counter what we, the Biafran people, are doing in Washington, D.C. So I just want to establish that fact that we are not saying that the Nigerian terrorist government is bribing the American government or bribing the president of the United States of America. And please, we should also maintain the fact of what is really happening currently between the Nigerian terrorist government and we, the Biafran people. So thank you very much, Region Period, for your submission. Sister Eunice, Mazi Chibuko, please, you can go. Just 3 minutes, please. Sister Eunice, I will come back to you, please. Chibuko, are you there? Chibuko, are you there? Sister Eunice.
Honorable Tutu, we have to bring the speech down now.
All right. You want us to bring it down, or I take 1 or 2 persons before we bring it down, sir?
No more time. No more time. Cabinet members should be inside the cabinet meeting now. The Zoom is about to be open now.
All right, sir. Biafran, let's let every one of us switch. As we are here on the space, let everybody switch to the Zoom as our next program commences over there. It's going to be a very interesting one, and we all are needed to be in that program because the cabinet members of the Biafran Republic of Exile will be speaking to the Biafran people, updating us on how far they have gone and what next to do to counter this narrative, which is the lies of the Nigerian terrorist government regarding what we are doing as a people in Washington, D.C. And it's very imperative that we all attend this program. So please let every one of us here in this space switch over to the Zoom. You can check the Zoom link on our information minister's X handle, and you can come into the Zoom with the link. Information Minister, sir, are you there? You can bring down the space so we all can switch to the Zoom now. Thank you.
Ooh.